Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Juan. Juan is from Buenos Aires-Argentina. So let's see what Juan has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello, Juan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
You're welcome. That'll be fun.
So tell me, how's your day going so far?
Good. It was too difficult a little bit to get up this morning because it's Monday and I'm too lazy. And since I don't have like a set up work schedule, it depends on me to get up and start working. So sometimes I admire my willingness to work.
Do you consider yourself to be more of a day or night person?
I'm more of a night person.
Always been?
Yes, and since I feel so blessed that I don't have to get up early ever. So, I mean, for the past 5 or 6 years, I was able to find jobs that don't ask me for me to get up early. So, um, I did it for too long already.
So tell me, where are you from, Juani?
I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Born and raised?
Yes, I was.
So tell me, what's the best part of living in Buenos Aires?
There's always something to do. Um, you can never get bored here. Like if you want to stay home, you can do that, but you always have something to do, even on Sundays. Every day of the week you have something to do, and I think that's the uh, one of the reasons why I really like living here. Even though that I live on a more um, a smaller part of the city, I'm still like with a bus and with a subway, I can go like anywhere. So that's
I
fun.
see. I know that you are a singer. So tell me a little bit about your career. Tell me how everything started.
So I was always interested on the artistic side, in everything artistic. So when I was maybe 10, 11, I started to write. And it wasn't until I was 15 that I started to like write songs. Um, so I also did dancing. I took uh, sh- um, dancing lessons. I took singing lessons, theater. I did musical theater. But I always wanted to write songs. I realized when I was 15 and on that that's something that it's part of my life, that I always write songs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and when I was 2021, that's when I started to record my first demos.
Yeah.
And by the time that I was 25, I went to New York City to do a summer acting program. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when I realized that I didn't care about acting at all, that I just wanted to do music. And that's when I came back to Buenos Aires and I started working on my new album. That was on So my first album came out of 2015. So and then it's been more it's been 10 years already. So
Wow.
my first single came out on 2013, and
Yeah.
then my first album on 15. So yeah, it's been more than 10 years already.
Amazing. Wow. And
Yeah.
I think doing something that you always love, something that you're born to do, I think is the best feeling, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Even if I don't, I always say, even if I didn't do it like to for people to listen to it, to put it on Spotify or any digital platform, I will keep doing it for myself. So that's
Mm-hmm.
the most important thing, because if I'm not doing something creative, it's like I'm not breathing. I don't, maybe it's too dramatic, but it feels like that sometimes.
Amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your career and also about your life overall, okay?
Yeah.
Juan, before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself or something that not many people know about you.
So I'm so into music, but sometimes people don't know that I have other interests, and I'm a really fan of horror movies. especially slashers. Right today, I'm wearing my, you don't see it. I'm wearing my Scream shirt. So, so I'm a big fan of it, and yeah, that's maybe one thing that people don't know.
Amazing. Very good. Juan, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yes, let's do
Amazing.
it.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So, this is my best friend. Okay, full of random questions. I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Right, so before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, some reason you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay.
First question for you is, what makes you very sentimental?
What's made me very sentimental? Like emotional, you mean?
Yeah.
What? Um, I don't know. Maybe watching movies. And I don't. I'm not like a crier type of person, but I don't know if I see, especially if I see 90s movie, that makes me a little bit emotional. So I guess that watching movies, especially 90s movies.
And when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the best part of being Juan? What do you like the most about being you?
It's the most the thing that I like the most and kind of hate the most, that I'm too honest.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell, even if I don't say anything, people can tell on my face. I'm very transparent. So I really like that, but it could be difficult to live with that.
If people ask you a question, you're gonna tell the truth straight away. It doesn't matter how you're gonna come across.
I mean, I try to be nice with words, but I'm not. Um, I'm not. I I mean, I try to be politically correct, but if I think that I won't be able to do so, I prefer not to give my opinion on the matter.
Do you have siblings as well, brothers and sisters?
I have two elder brothers and one younger sister.
Big family.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Yes.
Good. Next question. Hey Juan, next question is, if you could go back in time in one moment or memory in your life, what that would be and why? For any reason.
Um. So the one memory that is coming out right now, it's when I went to New York City, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a really silly memory, but I remember with my classmate going through. So most of us we were living in Brooklyn Heights, so we were crossing the Brooklyn Bridge, and so I was 25 at the time. Then most of my classmates were also young. They were actually younger than myself. So it's a really nice memory because we were crossing and singing and jumping like you were in a movie. So I think that the reason why I'm going back to that memory is because it's that time where I feel that I was feeling naive but really hopeful about everything. Even though I didn't know what was going to happen, that was one of the times where I was really feeling like I was in the moment and not thinking about anything else.
Wow. How long did you live in New York for?
It was only 2 months. It was
I,
yeah, it was only 2 months, and then I got they offered me half a scholarship to
Mhm.
do the whole year program.
Wow.
But I guess it was good for me that I only did the short summer program because it really helped me to realize that I wanted to do music and acting is not my thing.
Wow.
So it was a good experience.
Amazing. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. Right. Before the next question, I'm going to ask you a question in two parts. Yeah. The first part of the question is, growing up, yeah, as an artist, as an actor, a singer, did you have an idol that you went like, oh my God, I would like to be like this person? Would you like to follow the career like this person? And the other part of the question is, did you have the support of your family growing up when you realized that you're an artist, that you want to be a singer and an actor?
So the first part of your question, so when I was a teenager, it was 99, 2000. So I do my music is pop music. So as a performer, I really admire Janet Jackson, Britney Spears. That those are one of the ones that I admire as a pop icon. But
Mhm.
maybe as a songwriting, I really like an artist that is from Argentina that is called Fito Paez. He's really got like a um, national music icon here or legend. And the second part of your question, in a sense, yes, they did support me, but it wasn't like they were not they weren't that encouraging. I don't feel like they believe um, that I could do it, but they weren't opposed for me to do that. But they weren't like, oh my god, you're great. You like the I think that when I was growing up, I had this feeling like I had to show them that what I do is not it is I really take it seriously. And
Mhm.
but they were never opposed to that. It's just that maybe I would like a little bit more of encouragement. I don't care now, but at the time it would have been nice.
I see. All right. Okay. Next question for you is, what is one food you could eat for the rest of your life?
Food.
Yeah.
God, it's so many. Mm.
Do you like cooking?
No, I don't at all. No, I think pizza because I mean you can have different toppings on it. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm cheating with the answer. So I guess that's a good one.
And if I would come to Argentina, to Buenos Aires for the first time, there is a traditional dish or something that I only can find in Buenos Aires?
I mean, the people we are very proud of our meat, of barbecue, which we call it parrilla. So I guess I mean if you come here, you have to go to a parrilla and have it, and there's nothing like it. Especially people are very surprised about the size of the of the dishes, um, of the meals. So I think that's the main thing. And if you're a vegetarian, you're kind of screwed. So
It's interesting because I'm from Brazil originally, and since I've been
yeah.
living in London, you can find so many places. Like you can find like Argentina and Brazilian meat. It's quite popular here in London. You can find everywhere.
Is it big the cuts from the meat for Argentine food when you go there? Are they big or they're just like small sizes?
A good question actually. I don't eat meat very often. Like I don't cook either. Like I don't cook either. However, if you go to the butchers, if you go to the supermarket, there's always like you say Argentinian meat or
Uh-huh.
Brazilian as well. It's quite popular. Even here, people know about the meat from Argentina that are quite popular here. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Cool. Ready for another question?
Yes.
Let's do it. Next one. Hey Juan, next question is. Hey, good question. If you're not yourself, would you like to be yourself?
You can let yourself sometimes. uh yes, I think for the most part, yes. I think so. Yes, I mean, there's always things that you want to change about yourself, but I think that will be myself. I'm pretty cool.
If you could change, or if you could change something about in yourself or about yourself, there's something that you'd change or not?
Yeah, I think I would like to be less selfish. I consider myself a really selfish person, and I've been told that. So,
Mhm.
um, and maybe a little bit more tolerant with other things. That my problem with me, going back to the honesty thing, if I don't want to do something, I will tell you. Like with my boyfriend, it's like very clear sometimes when he was like, let's go see this movie. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Like I'm So for certain things, I'm really like hard for me to try new things if I already made my mind that I'm not going to like it. So
Uh-huh.
I think I would say I will be more open and not I would like to be more open and not so close-minded with say, certain things.
As you mentioned about your boyfriend, what's the biggest difference between both of you and the biggest similarity?
The biggest difference is like I'm not afraid to confront people. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't like it, but I'm like, if something is not right or I don't feel that is just or I feel that it's unfair, I will speak out. And he has a really hard time doing that. And I try to encourage him to be more like, to be louder. And similarities, I don't know. Wow, I don't know. What are we similar? We we really enjoy food. Like we really like we like to eat big. So yeah,
I see. All right. And he likes cooking or not?
yes, he does. Lucky
Good.
for me.
Next one. Next question for you is, how would you describe a perfect, healthy relationship?
It sounds silly, but it's honesty
Hmm.
and don't be afraid of having uncomfortable conversations. That's I think that's how we manage our relationship with my boyfriend. Um, I'm not saying that I'm a template for a blueprint for a relationship, but it works for me. I think that sometimes people don't want to speak because they don't want to have an uncomfortable conversation, or maybe they lie because they want to like um, because they're saying that they don't want to hurt the other person. But sometimes the lie it's worse than saying the truth, than having an uncomfortable moment of truth. So that's my advice.
How is being gay in Buenos Aires, in Argentina, in your opinion? How do you feel safe? Do you feel free? You can express yourself, or can be a bit tricky?
I mean, it's funny that you said Argentina and Buenos Aires because it's like two complete different things. So it's been getting better over the years. So in Buenos Aires, you can be open, you can hold hands, and you can like get some. I mean, you can dress whatever you like. I mean, it's a really eccentric city. It's very artistic. So, um, but maybe on other parts of the country, it's still more conservative, or they don't have as much as representation that as they should. Um, so I think in one part we're good. We right now we are living through a really conservative government, and that is trying. I think it's happening in many places of the world right now, that is trying to going back to conservative thoughts and trying to repress people. And luckily, we have LGTB rights increase over the past 15 years, maybe more, that help us to be to confront that and not feel afraid to speak out. So um, I think this is going to we have a stronger community here, so we will be able to go through that.
I agree with you. I think nowadays, even though there are still, we need to improve. People need to understand more, open their minds. However, I believe that with social media, with people that are being so honest about themselves and express themselves, I think somehow we are open people's mind and they're understanding now. Because in the past, if you didn't want to face it, or now you don't have no choice. You have no choice nowadays. It's
Yeah.
explicit there. People they are like stand up for themselves more than ever, expressing themselves. And I think this is helping people to be more open and acceptance as well.
Yes, of course. I mean, there are some. It's some. The world is a really scary place, but I think it's not as we have more ways to express ourselves and not feel silence. So if you want to speak out, at least you can do it on the safety of your home. So um, I guess that's one of the good things about social media.
Absolutely, I agree. 3 questions left. Let's do it.
Okay.
Next question is, what is your favorite guilty pleasure TV show?
Um, my favorite TV show. So like something that I rewatch the most, or
Yeah, like you watch it, but you feel guilty about it because it's too catchy. You know what I mean? You feel, I mean, you don't need to feel
guilty.
guilty, but something more like,
Guilty pleasure. I don't feel. I don't know. Because I don't feel guilty about it. So, I think one of the shows that I rewatch the most is How I Met Your Mother.
uh-huh.
Every time that I end the run and then I start again. Um, I don't think I have a guilty pleasure show, or maybe I used to. I mean, I remember one that I was guilty of. But I think it's a reality TV competition. Like many years ago, I remember Paris Hilton have a show called
Yeah.
My New BFF. It
Uh-huh.
was so stupid, but I couldn't stop watching it. But right now with reality television, it has been really normalized. So I don't feel ashamed about watching a reality show.
In- Interesting. No, it's funny you saying that because those some TV shows sometimes they can, as you said, they can be a bit trash or can it doesn't bring anything, but somehow you get stuck to it to just watch it for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I watched Drag Race and almost um
Reasons.
all the yeah all the seasons and all the franchises because they have many. I don't watch all of them, but many of them. And but I don't feel guilty. I mean, I love it.
2 questions left. Let's do it. Right, before the next question, tell me what's the biggest joy of being a singer when you are singing. Tell me the feeling when you are connect with people through your music, when you see the reaction of people. What's the best joy of it?
So when I'm performing, the best thing that brings me joy is when people get up off their seat and start dancing. Like if I can cause that, I consider that like a win. And that's the most amazing thing. As a singer-songwriting writer, I think that what brings me joy the most is when I write a song that is like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like I'm feeling like I got something that it's really good. That it's a feeling that you cannot describe. It's like really like a high, you know. Um, so yeah, that's what I enjoy the most because you never know when you're going to get it. So when you do, it's like you know.
Do you write songs like very often, or you need to be in a mood for it? How does it work for you?
So right now I'm living at my boyfriend's, but because we are remodeling a house that is bigger, so I kind of need my space. So lately I haven't been writing that much, but when I do, I mean I can. Um, I'm not like I don't have like a how you say it like a process. Like
Mm-hmm.
it could be I can like sit down. I got this to write this song, or it can be like yesterday that I was like at on the shower, and I was like I need to finish showering because I need to write it right now because it came to my head.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends. Sometimes if I'm trying to write something specific because it's something that I started or something that I need maybe some to write for somebody else, I need to be more in like a mode like I need like working mode. Like I feel that it's working, but when it happens like yesterday, it's like I need to get this out because I will forget it. So
See, all right. Next question for you is, what was your best friend name growing up, and why did you consider this person as your best friend at the time?
so I have two. Um, so my best friend growing up in high school was his name was Ace. He's not. He didn't die. So he is. His name is Agustin. I don't know. We grew apart when we started to be adults. And my other friend is Vanessa, that we became friends when we were 15, 16, and she's still my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I think we connected for the same things. We were really honest and we didn't take any BS from anyone when we were in high school. We didn't have any of us we didn't have a good high school experience. So I think
Hmm.
we bonded with that. With Agustin, my friend, I think we bonded with music. He was also a musician, or I don't know if he still does it, but I think that's it. That the problem with Agustin is like I don't have many straight friends, so he
Hmm.
was straight. So I think when I was growing up and coming to my queerness, I guess there was a point that it didn't make sense to continue. I don't know, maybe now, but I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure he's okay.
Amazing. Ready for the last question?
Yes.
Let's do it. Last question. Right, but before the last question, if you could choose anyone in the world, any singer to, do a duet with this person or to open their concert or, to have like a moment in music, which person that would be?
There's a Canadian singer. Her name is Alex Johnson. And she's like the I really admire her because she's also a TV actress or was, and she was one of the first one that started this trend of having your fans like collaborating with your music, like giving you money for making music tours, making videos, and this was in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So she was someone that she couldn't make it with a with a company contract, like a music contract. So she did it herself, and I think that's very admirable that she shows that it can be done without having a big company behind you. And
Wow,
she's amazing. You should check her out. She seems really beautiful.
amazing. Last question is, which question you don't have an answer for?
um, what happens after we die?
Good one. In your opinion, what do you think what happened to her? Do you have like an idea or opinion?
Yes, and that's the scary part because I think that nothing happens. I'm not too hopeful about it. So that's why I think that we should enjoy life. I mean, the gift that we have now. I feel like sometimes there's people with I don't know what you want to call it with heaven, hell, or that people use it like a safety net. And I mean, I think you should take advantage of your time here because you don't know
Wow.
what's gonna happen.
And what's the meaning of life for you, Juan?
What's the meaning of life? Um, do you, I mean, you should even though that sometimes life sucks, you should embrace it. I mean, we were put here. I don't know what's the reason, but you should take advantage of it and do whatever you like and feel without hurting anyone. And yeah, just try your best to be happy in whatever way it might be.
Amazing. Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay,
Okay.
let's start with family,
Necessary.
money,
Um, Security.
fear,
Um, I can say a word for that because fear for me it's like a really important thing. Um, it's not always bad. It usually helps.
yeah, I totally agree. I think fear it can be positive as well. It like sometimes push you. Like sometimes you go like even if you feel fear, just go for it. It's a good sign. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Sometimes it's a good sign because if you're gonna do something, don't feel anything. What's the point? I think sometimes fear can be a positive thing. I know what I mean. Life, one word,
beautiful.
love,
Ah, well, um, you can't live without it. It's so needed.
Religion.
Um, let's leave it like that. My reaction was everything.
Visibly. One word for sex.
Amazing.
Politics.
Mm. There, it's necessary, but it can be really damaging.
Friendship.
The most important thing in the world for me.
Desire.
Desire.
Your face. You did like.
No, because it's funny because yesterday I wrote up a song about that. Okay, Mike, my God, I'm the worst with this game. Desire, um, not to be ashamed of,
Regret.
useless,
Wish.
dream.
Success.
You are the one who defines it.
Happiness.
Happiness. It's not always what you think it will be.
One word for Argentina.
I mean, in home, even though sometimes it's not too proud, I'm proud to say that I'm from Argentina.
Buenos Aires, one word.
Buenos Aires, exciting.
One word for music.
Life.
One word for singer.
Singer. Juani.
And the last one, and the last one now. When I was checking our profile, there was a music called Creo. Creo.
That's my last album. Yes.
Yes, Creo. So, am I saying right, Creo?
Yeah.
Perfect. So one word for Creo, your last album.
Oh my God. Okay. Proud. I'm so proud about that album. Yeah.
Let's pretend now I'm going to go all the way to Buenos Aires to meet your boyfriend, and I'm going to meet him for a coffee, and I'm going to ask him, define Juan in one positive word and one negative word only. What he would say?
The same thing. I mean, you will say that I'm honest and that will be, let's say that that's a positive word, and the negative word, spoiled.
Amazing. I love it. I love the honesty.
Yeah. I mean, I am.
Let's play now, Juan and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. Before you ask me the question, tell me what's your favorite Spanish word?
Agua, which is water. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it brings me joy. The summer, the beach, the pool. So agua.
Amazing. Okay, Juan, you can ask me a question now.
Yes. What brought you to London? I mean, you told me that you were originally from Brazil, so I wanted to know what's the story there.
Good question. Do you have another 2 hours to go through?
Maybe.
I'm joking. Right, so back in Brazil, when I was a teenager, I started studying English, and I always wanted to live in a country where I could speak English every day. That was my dream as a teenager growing up. But enough, back in Brazil, we have this America dream. Everyone wants to go to the US, everyone has this, Yeah, I mean Argentina maybe as well. You know, South America, we have this tendency of going to the
They're
US reason.
they're more like here. They're like more in love with Europe, but yeah, I can see
Really?
that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so back to Brazil, you know, you have this American dream. So yes, I always want to live in a country. And fun enough, you know, sometimes most of the time life takes in a direction that you're not expecting. I used to live in Portugal before leaving to and moving to the UK to London. And long story short, I had the opportunity to live in Portugal, and from Portugal I moved to London. And the main reason was because of the language. I wanted to improve my English, to speak English. And also I always had this personality of very adventurous. I always want to go after my dreams. I always want to help my family as well back in Brazil. I always had this, you know, this mindset of growing up, being a better person, you know. But the main reason was to study English, to improve my English. And the second is to help my family, to give them a better life. So that's the main reason why. Yeah.
That's nice.
Have been in London before, by the way. Have been in London?
No, no, I have not. No, the so I was in Europe only to I went to Italy and to Madrid. So that
Wow.
was it. Yeah, and I think it's a place that I would like to go maybe someday, but it's not like in um my top list. Yeah.
Amazing.
Do you
Did you enjoy?
recommend?
I do, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
I think as a musician, as a singer, I think if you'd come to London, you would enjoy a lot, because there are so many places here where people connect. You know, they express themselves a lot through music. There are so many places around London that's not many. You know those places in your city when tourists they don't know. It's just the local people know. So there are so many places in London where people they sing. They have like this local called pubs, where people they have those stage where people they call Mike nights. I think Mike night, where people
Mhm.
you can just literally walk in and have your set and you can sing. And there are so many places in London they
Okay.
promote that. So yeah, I'm sure you'd love it. I'm sure as you said about personality, I think I could picture yourself here, expose your music and enjoy. Yeah, one day when you come, I'm here to show
Maybe.
you around. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, of course, of course.
Juan, did you enjoy the interview?
I did. I think that when I prepared for the interview, because I was watching many of your videos, I felt like I already knew you, so you're really nice to have an interview with.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time. My God, now I feel relieved because you are very honest. Imagine if I did like the interview, it'd be no, I didn't.
I will skip the question. Maybe I would have said something else,
I know, I
I,
know,
I would have said the lighting was too good or something like that.
I know, I know, I know. I was just like, oh my God, let me ask this day and just make sure. Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Um, I think it's very, yeah, I mean, people keep saying this because it's true, like enjoy life because life is too short and you never know what's going to end. Be kind. I
Yep,
mean, you can be yourself and do whatever you want, but try to be kind because it's not hard to be kind. Sometimes people are rude without any reason. So yeah, that's it.
totally agree. It's so easy to be kind. And in the end of the day, when you're kind to people, it comes back to you in a double proportion. So it's not difficult to be kind, for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Muchas gracias.
Gracias a vos. Nos vemos.
Take care, okay? Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.